Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator with me, Barden, and a spin time on. Right, so we are almost finished our latest expedition. Got some restlessness there, we pop it up here. Okay, we'll go for you to start. Many of the dead enter the mansions through the white door. They wander corridors in silence until they are lost. Some embrace each other, some devour each other, some force their way into the dreams of the living. A few record their memories on the man's stone, where it is soft. They scratch it with their nails, you see. Last night I read one of those memories. Okay, and we're gonna head back to the mantis again. Okay, so you are looking for help, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. What's this say anyway? Here in the capacious room where Mr. Carter once watched his workers on the factory floor, the window glass is long gone and rats and crows have made their displaced their battleground. Or perhaps there is still something of use here. Two floorboards lift away to reveal a hollow beneath Cater's desk. The rats have made free with the biscuits he stored there against the peckishness which haunts the entrepreneur, but they could not penetrate the iron lockbox. A moment with a crowbar will open it. Okay, collect those so everybody is back. We have some notoriety that he is going to have to deal with. Go there. Okay, so that's going to be done. Then we have Lord Franklin Bancroft Diary 1750 to 1790, the notorious Journal of a Notorious Gentleman, written in Latin, no doubt for the sake of safety. Okay, so we can go there. Now we have our first items as well. The Maraville would make little wooden idols to placate the witch twins they feared in their lake. The lake is almost dry now, but the idols and the witch twins yet remain, yet shadowed with the aspect of the heart. Vital pigment. It is not unusual for a red this red to survive the death of the body. Okay. So, where are we going to keep these is the question. I guess this area here is okay for now, right? Okay. So you are strength 4, you're strength 4. Okay, so you two can go probably there because higher strength ones then can go on that line. Okay. We'll do for the minute. Which probably means then that all of these should move over a bit to give them a bit more room. So about from... No, that's maybe a bit too much. About from there. Yeah, okay. Run it on. Notoriety has 4.5 minutes. Some erudition. Last stream I was in the lodge of the Sage Knight, behind the white door. It is difficult to remember exactly how I came there, and the mistress of the place, the woman with the dark glasses, was nodding, as if I'd asked her a difficult question. Of course I hadn't. I lost my speech when I passed the white door. How is it that I can speak? She said to me. I didn't come here through the white door. Not proud of what I did to come here, so let me tell you about something else. Okay. And back in we go. Good. Now, dusty facts have come clear in my brain, for now at least. Just some more erudition there. My own heart pumps more strongly today. Got another vitality there as well. Okay, so I have a couple of erudition. And we got that vitality as well. Put that there. Okay, now, next thing is you guys need erudition. Perfect. Oh, we gotta wait for that to finish though. So those two in, use the elder of the two erudition, even though there's not much between them, but maybe a second will count at some stage. I've increased my mastery of the lore of the knife, which we call by its aspect edge. Okay, that's good. So you're now on that level there. Okay. So those two in. Start it up. Okay, you're fine. Although now possibly 2 dread there. You have what? 3.5 minutes? Okay. Let's check here. Got a glimmering, that could be good. The sun and splendor, the hour who once ruled the Mansus, was known to walk in the orchard before his terrible division. Sometimes his remnants walk here still. Sometimes I see the chilly radiance of the Meniscape through the trees, or the chillier radiance of the sun and rags. Whether to come upon me might be my end, but to see them in the distance is a gift of insight. Okay, so you can go sit there. So you found that thread, so yeah, you could be a problem. Okay, let's get off to the club again. Sorry about that, Laidlaw. The drinks, the songs, the light, the arching walls, the smoke blue haze, the press and sway of clothed and unclothed flesh. Here it is. Is that it? Maybe it. I purchased pleasure, a real home in the ungodly hours, and collapsed into bed. Okay, so we keep dream available for you. 2 minutes to go on that. So potentially we're going to get away with it. It's only potential though at this stage. But everyone's kind of itching to get to St. Agnes's Hospital and get another expedition under our belt. I've increased my mastery of the ragged lore, which we call by its aspect winter. Okay, good. So I have a glimmering left, but it's not going to have long enough to matter. So therefore we kind of turn our attention here. So it is erudition and glimmering. So we're going to need one of each. So let's get the erudition first. And we'll get the glimmering after that. Combine those two. Then we'll combine those two. Then we'll combine that and the result of that one. Then we combine those two. The illness has damaged my health. I'll need to rest before I'm fully recovered. Okay. Get you going. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. Okay. You go up there. Don't have despair, prowled elsewhere. No dread empowers whatever, blah blah blah. Okay. Now, there is just under 50 seconds left on that. We're going to start, maybe a big mistake, but we're going to start the next expedition. So Neville is going to lead this one, and we're going to go with, let's see, let's send our Claire along. Okay, and provide the funds. Only echoes walk the hospital halls now, but malice lingers in the air. We must search meticulously, room by room. Expeditions need at least one funds, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, what do we need here now? Our expedition plans for next challenge. It'll consume funds. I can add funds now, or I could send another follower. Let's send another follower. So what does this say? We need heart or lantern to suppress this curse. Otherwise it will not keep us from our goal, but it may trouble us later. So, where are our heart people? Clubettes, go help us out with this. So we got that. I'm going to get our glimmering if we can. The sick room grows close and stale. Time to get up. Oh. Always forget, you need to start it first before I can slot it. Okay, so the notoriety did go away, which is great. Now, what do you need? You carry enough heart aspect to quell the curse, probably. Right. No, Leo, you go there, buddy. Yeah, okay. We are strong enough in heart to be almost entirely secure against the curse. Still gonna get us, though, isn't it? Almost certainly gonna get us anyway. Our power is stronger than the power that was here. The curse won't touch us. Okay, good. I pass the time. I have been inclined to tears and afterwards inclined to laughter. Meanwhile, the world continues. Okay, so we have those. So now we do this. Wait, is that right? No, that's not right. It's you and you, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we didn't want to... We didn't want to end up with no grail at all. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. So the detective has gone looking at a pretty opportune time for us to think. This has a favor from authority there as well. Dread can go up here. So you can go here. And you can go here. Right. Last night I dreamt of a blue silk pavilion overlooking the cloudy labyrinth of the Bounds. I listened to the mistress of the place speak of other visitors. The Suppression Bureau come here. Did you know that? I think they hope to recruit me as an ally. She snorts derisively. After what they tried to do to Christopher. But their folly is your fortune. I will tell you something that may help you, if the Bureau ever troubles you. Okay, so great. Be there. And we get back in there for now. Our power is stronger than the... Okay, so we... let's send Sylvia along. She can go help out. Oh, and we better get into work. Too excited with our expedition, we almost forgot our work. That would not have been good. Yeah, so he should be done just when this is about to end. So he won't capture the notoriety. And it gives us potentially a bigger window for the notoriety to go away. Okay, capture the dread. Here we need erudition, which we have. I'm safe for now. My adversary has not enough evidence to bring a case against me. They found no new clues. Yep, as I said, pretty much perfect timing. He still may be able to find it, but it just gives us the best chance for him not to find it, really. There's a padlock covered in the wall. It does not long resist our strength. It contains instruments tipped with flint and glass instruments one would not expect a surgeon to use. It contains other matters of more interest to us. To us too, okay. So notoriety for you. Then we have the stained gloves, which go here. We have the Rose of Hypatia, which is in Greek, so that goes there. We have Locksmith's Dream, Trespasses, third volume of Theresa Galmier's examination of parallels in the mystic dreams of Artisan, which isn't in any particular language, so don't need to translate it. The Rose of Hypatia, marked with triple sign of the arcane contemplative order, known as the Sisterhood of the Knot in Greek. Okay, then we have Rose Pearl Dust, which is aspect 4. So again, you can go there, and you're empty. So now we have these guys next. There, we're gonna let our notoriety wind down though first. Let's grab you, and we'll read that the next time we get it. There it is that it? Okay, what just ended there? Work. Okay. Let's start again then. Oops, didn't mean to pause. Half glimpse, wistfulness has touched me. half glimpsed, even. Okay, he's on the hunt. He is going to catch that, fortunately. That's going to mean that we're going to have to wait out. Silent intensity. We have that. There we go. He gets that. Again, always a tiny little hope that he doesn't actually successfully convert it. Let's try there. It's going to be fascination. The invisible arts Christopher Lopley is said to have remarked are as profitable as macram, as ethical as tobacco smuggling, and in general as beneficial as roulette. Still, there is always the Orchard of Lights. Indeed, the orchard with its glowing fruit, its peaceful mists, is a place to be yearned for. Last night I walked there in the peaceful hours of the deep night. Even after waking, I still carry with me a little of the glory of the old sun. Okay, so you can pop up there. Glimmering's going to be gone soon. And close to the point where we're going to find out whether he is successful or not, but odds are that it will be. Okay, that's Dread. Dread must be 2 now. It is, yeah. So, time to head out to the club, I think. The Rite announces the master of ceremonies. A dancer undulates onto the stage, unfolding her arms. Live moths spill in the stream from her mouth. Okay. And we've done that, so let's just keep it going. No, he was able to convert it. Here's some contentment for you. White moths eddy through the hall. They perch on the brim of wine glasses and sip. The audience applauds. The woman on stage moves as she has too many limbs. Moths crowd my arms, nestle against my shoulder. In a little while, I'll step outside and look at the clear, cold stars. Assume I dreamt the whole thing. The smoke of the club. Smokes of the club are treacherous. Okay. We know that we didn't dream it. And we're going to head on straight back to the club as soon as we can as well. So let's do that. Get started. A dancer enters from stage left, swayed in red bandages, tight as tendons. She peels one away. Another. This must be a trick. One cannot remove garments so softly that the bones beneath the skin are visible. Bone pink as peach flesh. Organs nestled like grapes. The lights dim, gutter, go out, and the stage's red star with them. All our lips are dry. Okay, so that did not work out the way we wanted it to. Mirrors are calm, the sun is steady, the glow recedes. I'm sane, if that means anything. Okay, so you're done. My studies have been stymied for now. I must have missed something with those while doing something else then, so try that again. I think you may become vitality, but not entirely sure. Now, let's get back into the Mantis again. Let's get out to work as well. How long do we have left on that? Another 8.5 minutes. 8.5 minutes on that. We got fascination there. Some dread that may go in there. Those two could be dreamt together, except dream at the moment is filled up, so let's try this instead. Tonight's performance is a desultory affair of flapping scarves and earnest flesh. The audience turns to conversation, so it's not that exciting. But it's enough to get some contentment at least. I've spent the evening swapping theories with a table full of charlatans, posers and perhaps initiates. Some of these theories may be true. We get ourselves some erudition, which will come in handy at some point, I'm sure. Or maybe not at all. Okay. So, risk our health. Ah, there we go. Well, let's risk our health then. So you're sorted out. You two can be dreamt together. Our favour from authority just disappeared. Fracture. Last night in the Great Pavilion, above the grey sprawl of the bounds, a woman who once called herself Theresa Galmier sat on gilt-fringed cushions and offered me a horn cup of dream wine. The wine is imaginary, she explained, but the cup is not. To navigate the mantis, one must understand the distinction. Perhaps one day you'll join me on the pilgrimage, or I'll join you. So here, let us share a secret. And her breath tickled my ear. Right, so you guys can go there. And we're going to go back into the mantis as well. He's going to grab that in a second. Okay, so that seems to be resolved now. What did you need again? Erudition, okay. We have erudition here, which will actually last long enough to be used. Just about. Okay, he did nothing there. Okay, let's go for you this time. Potentially, or you will become fascinated at some point. The visible arts, Christopher Lopley is said to have remarked, are as profitable as macram, as ethical as tobacco smuggling, and in general as beneficial as roulette. Still, there is always the Orchard of Lights, and indeed the orchard with its glowing fruit and its peaceful mists is a place to be yearned for. Last night I walked there in the peaceful hours of the deep night. Even after waking, I still carry with me little of the glory of the old sun. Okay. And you can go sit there. So let's dream these two together. The doors of vision swing wide, a little darkness will melt on my light. Even dread has its uses. When we open a thing that we learn, then we learn its nature. How deep my understanding of the lore that opens, which we call by its aspect knock. Okay, good. Now, so you go there. Now, we needed to get erudition, right? Yeah, erudition, okay. So, oh, we have erudition here, and it has 60 seconds on it, so should be enough. Put those two in. Start them. Yeah, should be able to provide the erudition just in time. He's hunting again, that's interesting. Got what? 6.5 minutes, just under 6.5 minutes left with that. The air is curdled now. I'm home again in this lump of flesh. Better, perhaps. Okay, so there's the erudition. Just in time as well. Perfect. Okay, nothing with that. I'm sure the Parish Council are kind of still onto him, thinking, you know, come on, like we again, we're giving you all this evidence and we don't see it going anywhere. And maybe the suspicion that he is colluding with us is increasing, or at least there are more people who hold that suspicion now. But it's going to be difficult for him to prove anything more than he has at the moment. So we're going to dream these two together. There are 3 books there that we need to study as well. We need to remember that once this stuff is done. Gloves to spare, prowls elsewhere. What do we need now? Provide dread, use a pit, or use the silent intensity skill. There we go. Okay, we have the skill. And after that, it may ask us to risk our health. So it did before, but depends levels, I guess. Okay, work done. The air is curdled now. I am home again in this lump of flesh. Better, perhaps. There. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. Yeah, we'll go for the Mansus again. Okay, so that is done. Now that level there. Okay, so we need erudition and erudition. Okay, so let's get the erudition, and the other ones are probably going to be skills or other cards other than kind of erudition and glimmerings. Let's go with that. Okay. We'll read that again the next time that we get it, because you read it once already, I think, this video. We'll pop you up there. And we'll go straight back in as well, I think. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, gonna have to put that next to this, so we remember to sort it out. Pop you there. And get that going again. 230 buns is really good. Okay, click that. Now it's you, and you will mean no winter lore for a while, but we should get some back at some point. The erudition here. Okay. And some more edge. Okay. On the off chance that it needs 2, we're going to be good then. In last night's dream, I was in the lodge of the Sage Knight, behind a white door. It is difficult to remember exactly how I came there, and the mistress of the place, the woman with the dark glasses, was nodding, as if I had asked her a difficult question. Of course I hadn't. I lost my speech when I passed the white door. How is it that I can speak? She said to me. I didn't come here through the white door. I'm not proud of what I did to come here, so let me tell you about something else. Okay, now pop you in there. Again, it's lucky that I had it there, because I was, in my head, I was all set to go again with the Mantis. So if that hadn't been there, it would have been left, at least for one more turn. Not quite enough for it to become decrepitude, but getting close to it. We now have just over a minute left on that. So we're going to get another expedition on the way. Let's pop that in there. Enid is going to leave this one. Assistant is going to be... Let's send Kat as the assistant this time. Mr. Strackcoin has forbidden entry to his library. Unfortunate. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Some restlessness there. Okay. Yeah, so all the guys here are getting to go on expeditions, and now that they're coming back with success, I think the backbiting and the infighting has probably simmered down a little. Not completely gone away. I think people would be still at least plotting, if not kind of openly having disagreements. But for now, there is a kind of an uneasy truce between everyone, I think. And maybe Father Ted is looking on that and thinking that, you know, everything is fine. And yeah, probably thinking everything is fine and that the future is going to be good. Oh, that was bad because I missed something there. Locals with a grudge or a duty, or yeah, because it consumed one of our funds, I think. So Moth, Grail, or Edge. So we don't have any of those yet. So let's send Rose in and get that Edge up. Yeah, we could have had 2 Edge people there, and that's unfortunate. So the tentative evidence is gone, which is great. Provide Dread, use a pit, or use the silent intensity skill. So we're going to provide Dread, even though the Dread may breed, but I just want to take the chance to try and get rid of it. Even though we have the skill, that would mean that we don't have to use that at all, but I just want to see. And if just wanting to see ends up with us getting 3 dread and losing the game, well, it's a bit of a bore in all fairness, but it's a decision that we've made, so such is life. Okay, let's grab you. Grab those out of there. Their blood pumps bright, then dark. They should not have opposed us. We move on. Okay, well in that case then let's send Hope. Let's go back into the Mantis as well. Oh, it was auto-saving. I thought I'd pause it. Okay, you're gonna find a dread. What you can do about that, because that's got, yeah, almost 3 minutes left on it. 2.5. Okay, so you grab that. Oh, you won't, because something. Oh, look at this. Yeah, we did get extra dread. Right. So now we're going to need erudition. We're combining those two. So that would give us, when they're combined, plus the temporary one, plus the cult itself, I think would give us 21. I may be wrong about that. And given that we will try to level up some of these guys, but I'm pretty sure that it's only people of the same aspect of the cult that can get to the level that Neville and Enid are on. Okay, grab that. Put that there. Those 3 just kind of sitting there as a reminder to us that, you know, things might be going okay now, but we can end you. Out into the night, we escape unseen, but the next day there are reports of a fire at Strathcoins. Did someone knock over a live coal onto the hearthrug, or did Strathcoin destroy the place himself as part of some larger scheme? Let's get everyone there. Now to the right, he can go beside you, and we'll check the books. So let's start with this one. The Treatise on Underplaces. Herein, the 17th century mystic and antiquarian Claude Hersault describes the bounds or underplaces on the borders of dreams. He warns that they shift over time. Okay, so that doesn't need to be translated. The Locksmith's Dream, Stolen Reflections, the 4th volume of Theresa Galmier's expansive work, no longer a discussion of a dream for artisans, but a valuable survey of other works. The tone is calmer than that of Trespasses, but occasionally fearful, even paranoid. This volume was published in 1926, but almost immediately recalled and pulped by the publisher, at the request of the author or possibly the authorities, depending on which story you believe. A few copies survive. Okay, and we got one of them. The Wainscot Histories. Subtitled Stories from Behind the Walls, a miscellany of non-traditional histories compiled by William Gore, including battles not generally acknowledged and countries which appear on no map, told in a playful, apparently fictional manner. Let's put that there. We can keep this line free for these. Travellers at Night, Volume 3, the annotated dream journals of Christopher Lopley, sometimes called the only readable occultist. Literate, entertaining, bewildering. This is the third volume. Okay, and the last one, the Journal of Alessandro Lecroce. Prince Alessandro Lecroce spent years in secret study of the tablets taken from the Fucine marshes in central Italy. His work will allow you to decipher Fucine texts. Okay, great. That is a really good find then. Right, so we won't explore for a while. I want this to be done before I end the video. Fracture there. Last night in the great pavilion above the grey sprawls of the Bounds, a woman who once called herself Teresa Galmier sat on Gilfrin's cushions and offered me a horn cup of dream wine. The wine is imaginary, she explained. The cup is not. To navigate the mantis, one must understand the distinction. Perhaps one day you'll join me on the pilgrimage, or I'll join you. So here, let us share a secret. And her breath tickled my ear. Okay, you can go up there for a minute. You can move to there. We're going to go to the club as well. So let's start that. The backdrop for tonight's performance are painted with nightmare images of the Piranesi, vast impossible subterranean prisons. The dancers are monster masks, sudden as fire, each movement snapping with wicked intent. Okay, keeping you free for this. Okay, so just under 5 minutes on that. Probably almost certainly going to find it. The dancers pass beyond the backdrop, cross them, seem to move upon their staircases and drawbridges. Their bodies become smudged with backdrop paint. A growl arises from the audience. The walls of the house. Okay. So Glimmer can go there. Then I'm going to wait for you to be available again. Okay, put that there. Spend some money. And get going with you. Tonight the performers pass among the audience, juggling knives or bottles of red glass, bending to bestow whispers or other gifts. Okay. The words containing knowledge. The words contain knowledge. Now I contain it. It is a little like theft, and a little like feasting, a little like the progress of an infectious disease. Okay, and we're going to get those started. Okay, and I think that is where we're going to end that one. So, hope you've enjoyed, hope you're keeping safe out there, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.